Ambashambhavi Chandramauli Prabala Varnam. Yachandasam Rishabho Vishwarupah Sandhobhyodhyamrutat Sambhabhuva Samendro Medhaya Spranatu Amrutasya Devadharano Bhuyas.
Namaste everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Swast Sampada series. And we just celebrated Women's Day, and we thought the most important part of living a wonderful life of a woman is to live healthily. And it's good to see all you beautiful ladies out here. Thank you so much for taking out time for yourself so that you can live a life which is healthy and disease-free and medicine-free. That's our intention. So today at Swast Sampada series, Vanna and me welcome you for a session which is less formal than the usual ones. We have changed our format today to make it special for women. And let's welcome Vandanaji. You know our host, co-host. Yes, Vandanaji.
Namaste. Thank you everyone for joining this special edition. And I do see most those who have joined are ladies on this Women's Day special edition. So many of you have already asked your questions, which we will be posting to Guruji. But we will also give an opportunity to some of you to ask your questions live. So stay tuned.
Right. And so, you know, both of us, we have been hosting this for the past 6 months. And you know about Guruji as well, but for those of you who do not know about us, we have started this series in September, and we talk about how we can use the 5 elements of nature to stay healthy, following the principles of natural health science. And today, as a special day, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Dr. Arun Sharma ji. Good evening, and it's a complete honor for me to introduce Dr. Arun Sharma, who is the founder director of International Institute of Mahayoga and Natural Hygiene, Imana, USA. And he is dedicated to the natural health science, which stems from a rich family legacy of his grandfather, Acharya Lakshman Sharma ji, who is revered as the father of nature cure in India. And his father, Professor Ganesh Sharma, taught nature cure to countless individuals. He holds a doctorate in natural hygiene from Indian Institute of Natural Therapeutics. And he has served in leading roles at notable yoga and nature cure institutions. He has so far offered with more than 4 decades of service, and Dr. Sharma has helped over 10,000 people worldwide reclaim their health through the time-tested principles of Mahayoga and natural hygiene. And he has reached over 20,000 individuals through awareness programs. He has organized over 1,000 of health camps and continues to inspire many more through his books, media appearances, and training programs. In 1920, National Institute of Naturopathy honored him as Man of the Year for developing Aruna Brahman Chikitsa, a very unique technique through which we concentrate the power of solar energy and used to treat in many cases. And we have ourselves seen phenomenal results in our previous camps. And in 2024, he received the International Gandhi Award from the International Naturopathy Organization for promoting natural health science. So it's a complete privilege and honor to welcome Dr. Arun Sharma ji again on our platform, who is committed to advocate for holistic health and leader in the field of Mahayoga and natural hygiene. Namaste, Guruji. Thank you so much for honoring our platform.
यच्छन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽदमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुबत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरि विश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Mother Nature, who is a mother for all of us, has also blessed us with sufficient resources for our healthy lifestyle. But the problem with us is that we don't understand the values of those natural resources and resort to artificial means of living and healing us, which has led to more and more diseases. Earlier, some 100 years ago, in India, we had only a few diseases: headaches, stomach pain, coughing, and diarrhea, and things like that. Very few diseases which we were able to solve or cure without any medicines. We would just skip a meal or two, and lie down, rest in the sun, or take a shower few times, and clear our bowels with some purgatives and things like that. And we used to become well. And then came, little by little, even our own Indian original science, like Ayurveda. They also saw that customers are not paying them enough because they are suggesting them to do a fasting, eat vegetables, and they get well. Why should I pay him? He has not given any medicine, things like that. The point of view has gone differently, and the Ayurveda doctors also started prescribing medicines. There was a story long time back about an Ayurveda doctor who had a son who was very mischievous and always playing around, not learning Ayurveda from his father. His father was very famous in his village, and whatever problem people had, he had a concoction to make and give them to solve their problems. But this son was not coming to learn that. So one day he compulsorily got him and made him sit down and taught him a formula for clearing his bowels. People have most of the problems have because of constipation. So he solved the problem by giving a mixture which would make them purge. So he learned that, and he went to play again, and he would not come to learn more. And in a few days, his father died, and the whole village had no other go but to celebrate the son, and they made him sit down in the same seat as the Vaidya and tied him a turban and they said, now you are the Vaidya for the village and he will save us. But this fellow was overwhelmed with the respect that people gave him and he accepted the position. But the only formula that he learned is to make people purge. And then whoever came with any problem, he would make the same mixture and give them, and their problems were solved. They purged for several times diarrhea, and once their dirt was removed from the body, they became well. For all the problems, pranasya nirmale dehe cheshtitam swasthya pranasya samale dehe cheshtitam roga. Life's activity in a clean body is called health. Life's activity in an unclean body is called disease. So he gave them a formula which made them eliminate all the filth and they became well. And there were times when a person had lost his cows and he said, the only guide I have is the Vaidya. And he came to the Vaidya and asked him, help me, my cows are lost and I want to find them. He gave the same formula. He said, go in search of your cows and keep eating this. So that fellow went to the jungle in search of the cows and started eating this medicine, and he had to purge in several places. And by the time the cows smelt this uh, purging man, and they all came back. And he came to the village and shouted, "Oh, the Vaidya has solved solution for all the problems." And he became famous like that. And once there was an enemy who was invading their country, and the king got worried because the enemy was very powerful, and he didn't have so much war army to fight them. So the minister said the only person who can solve this problem is a very clever person in the village. You should consult him. And when they consulted him, he asked him, the king asked him, how many soldiers do you have? He said 258. So he made 258 packets and asked them to go to the border and stand there and eat this. And they all took that and went and stood in the border. And there was a spy who came to see how the preparation of these people are. When they came there, he saw a horrible sight of all the soldiers purging in different places. He rushed back and he said, no, 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 we cannot invade that country because all of them have diarrhea and that's a serious disease. If we go to that country, we'll all get sick. So they canceled the idea of attacking the city. And this king celebrated the Vaidya as a wisest person in the world. He avoided all the war and he saved our country, things like that. All the problems in life can be solved by this. This is only a joke I'm telling you about the Vaidya, but the real thing is we don't keep our body clean. If we keep our body clean, most of the problems can be solved. But the second thing that follows closely is to keep our mind clean. When we keep our body clean, if our habits are nice, then our mind will also become better. How does it happen? Health is something wholesome. Our physical, mental, and spiritual health is one. We didn't know that. We only studied 5 units. All diseases are one. Cause for all disease is also one. Cure for all disease is one. And food and medicine is one. Health and disease is one. How can this be true? How can health and disease be one? There is only health. There is no disease. Disease is only lower level of health. There is some health in that. And there is more health when you get rid of that problem. So that is the truth. When you know the truth and you know how to solve the problem by removing the cause of the problem. Now, what are we doing? Are we diverting away from the subject? No, we are not. Everything is the same thing. Most of the problems that women face in life is also the responsibility of men. Okay, let it be the responsibility of men. But when you are married and you want to solve the problem of not having a child, let us take problems one by one. It could be infertility, it could be the husband's fault or the woman's fault. The habit of examining men and women separately and identifying the problem to be the woman's problem or the man's problem, that's a wrong procedure. In our system, natural health science, we don't do such examination. We ask both husband and wife to go through a health program. What is this health program? To improve their health level. Productivity will improve. The man's seed health will become better, and the woman's soil health will become better. Both together, they will have good thoughts, good relationship, respecting each other, not treating the woman as a machine or any such thing. So respecting her as a partner, as a respectable person in life, that is the main first thing, first step in the married life. To establish that, the woman has got to be stronger. She has to be very clear cut with her husband and make these demands before wedding. They should talk it out and make sure that the husband respects the wife all the time. And with both understanding of both husband and wife, they lead their life with due respect to both parents and not disturbing their thoughts or disrespecting them. There are simple techniques which I have taught to so many people, and they didn't look like the main cause for the problem, but they were also part of the cause. What are the things which looks not like a correct problem? A woman was living very well. She did not have her own children, but she did not like her mother-in-law. I told her the first step is to go and please your mother-in-law. What has that to do with my fertility or my married life? We live separately, they live separately. But I said, it has everything to do. Try this. First of all, when you go to your mother-in-law's house, go and hug her, apologize her for all the wrong thoughts you had before. I love you very much. I want you to be my best friend. All those things, words you throw, whether you mean it or not, do that. And then you will understand the meaning of it, and she will come down to your level. And magic happened. She did what I told her, and her mother-in-law cried, and I was hard to you. I should not have been. I now know that you are a very good person. And they made very good friends of each other. The result was, with her blessings, with their very good relationship with her in-laws, she had better relationship with her husband. Her husband has had some kind of limited reservation because she did not respect his mother. She did not respect her parents very well. Now that he saw the relationship of her wife and his mother became very good, his adoration for the wife became better, and within 9 months she conceived. These are not just stories, these are valuable stories. But does it have value? That you will know by adopting whatever I tell you. This is only one example. There were so many other examples. But remember, along with this, both husband and wife did follow natural health science because they consulted me before this happened, and I gave them healthy lifestyle to follow. When you follow a healthy lifestyle, all the faculties of your life becomes better. Fertility and your capacity to hold the child, all the way through 9 months. Some people have early abortions because their uterus is not so strong. They have abortion. So when you have to go through all these different stages, natural healthy lifestyle will repair everything. And there are problems of women having different problems in the uterus. Some fissures are there, some boils are there, some cancers, tumors are there, different problems. Everything has got a root. Root cause is not only the eating habit, but the root cause is mental peace. How can mental peace be a cause for their having tumor in the uterus? If you think about it, you will trace back, you will see everything depends upon mental peace. If you have with mental peace, you will have a better relationship with your husband, with your in-laws. And when you have good relationship with everybody, you will be satisfied and happy. When you are satisfied and happy, you would look more beautiful, and you will adopt easily all the healthy lifestyle. There one depends upon the other. A stream of things keep on happening like this. This is because of that. That's because of this. They, there are so many doctors who give causes as hormone deficiency, uterus malfunction, and his male uh, member not having enough genes. All kinds of reasons will be given, but the total approach is completely sure and proof. It has got all the proof to become better. When you have a total approach, no factor is left alone. All the factors are satisfied and they have a good side. And there are saints, sadhus who will say, this woman has got to come to me and I will bless her, and she has to follow these rituals and she will become better. I'll do yajna and this and that, all kinds of things. I am not saying anybody is wrong, but we have seen success in simple, healthy, natural lifestyle. When both of them follow it, they are also given advice how to respect each other, how to lead life with consulting each other about major steps, minor steps, everything. There was a person who came to a wedding and he said, I have had 50 years of successful married life. And the secret of my married life was very simple because we had a discussion in the beginning and we decided that I am the husband, head of the family, and I will take major decisions. And she is the wife, and she will take minor decisions. But there is a secret. The wife will decide which is major and which is minor. Electing the president, whom to vote, that's a major decision. You will decide. Husband will decide. What to buy for the house, whether this thing or that thing, they are minor. I will decide, she said. So they knew what to do. Then when he agreed, he had to stand by that, his agreement. So most of the time, there was no fight. So many things can be done easily. What does it matter if she makes a decision or I make the decision? It's for our family. If I go bankrupt, if I go out of job, if I go sick, she is also going to suffer. So she has my welfare also in her mind. Let us go by that. These are all big, broader topics, but coming to minor details of the issue. Today, many people, after marrying, staying married for so many years, do not have children. India, where this population was the biggest problem, has now become another problem. You see advertisements in the websites, on the walls of the cities, so many uh, doctors practicing, they were advisors for these kinds of problems. So where there are sexologists, there are so many either kinds of doctors who are specializing in these fields. When you examine what they do, then you will find out that that's not a total solution. The solution comes when you both, husband and wife, decide to follow a healthy lifestyle, natural and healthy lifestyle. That's a solution for all. When you follow a natural and healthy lifestyle, your behavior becomes better. Respect for each other becomes better. Respect for the in-laws become better. When you have the in-laws in your house and you have very good loving relationship with your in-laws, then you will find the same house is supporting you much better than before. Most of the things will happen very peacefully. We have seen families where they do not even meet each other. Everybody comes from work from work They just wave their hands and they go to their respective rooms. That's it. The women are busy with their phone. Man is busy with his phone. Everybody is talking to each other's friends on their phones. They are not talking to each other. What happened here? What happened to that? What if some questions they ask and they shout and go away? They each of them have the dinner in different times. Whatever is whoever is cooked, whatever they made, they eat and go away. They don't care to talk to each other. The state has become very bad in families. Husband and wife live separately from the in-laws, but we don't want their problems. But they do not know the values of living with parents. That's very, very valuable. And what has that to do with marital problems? Well, it has got very much to do. And when you are pregnant, when you have delivered a baby, the in-laws are very great help to you. You did not know that. Oh, they may not help. They don't want to take. They are modern people. They don't want to take care of all these things. Don't have ideas. Everything can change. Let us go to the basics. Whatever problems we have, it is not the problem of a particular part of the body, neither the man's nor the woman's. It is a problem of the health of the person, total health of a person. If you take that approach, all the small problems of deficiency in a particular part of the body, that will be covered. But why is that necessary to have a total approach? Because you will not put down the other person. You will not look down at the other person. Both of you should have this idea initially in the wedding that we should respect each other. We should not point out the faults of each other. We should love each other and we should work together for the good of the family. The family should never exclude the in-laws. So the father-in-law and mother-in-law should be encouraged to live with them. And if it is possible, they should be given equal right in deciding things in the house. Such things, how does it relate to childbirth? The happiness, the peace of mind, the hope of that you have got enough support in your family. All these factors work towards that. Because in India earlier we didn't have to make any attempt. Every person had a child, not one child, many children, and the population of India kept on growing. And then suddenly some foreign influence came. They said, "Hum do, hamare do." We are two, and we'll have two. No more than two children. Then they adopted all kinds of medical practice to stop further production. And that affected their health, overall health. In generations and the next generation, the productivity went down. The thought process were disturbed very early in their life. Masturbation and for men and women early in their age, before wedding, were making them satisfied, and they were not worried about health, total health. They were losing very valuable material and when they lose semen without any purpose. There are so many things like that which we can keep on pointing out. But let us come to the total issue now. All the problems of health can be solved by following a natural, healthy lifestyle. Let us see the fact. We have 5 elements out of which all our bodies were made. Ether, air, sunlight, water, air, and all the vegetables and fruits that grow on the earth. So that's the order of priority. And many of us strictly follow every week, once in a week. Do you follow that? Why is that important? Some people follow Ekadashi को हम उपवास करते हैं, and on certain days of the month I fast. Things like that. Even the fasting is not completely fasting. They just eat some fruits or some vegetables and or some uh, without grains, whatever cooked material is made, and they say they were fasting. All these are not necessary. You have to understand the values of fasting. We fast because we are feasting on ether, air, and sunlight. They get to us in a better manner. They improve our health much better than when we eat food. When we have food to be eaten, then we have to digest it, we have to eliminate it, and we have to use the useful parts of the food to convert them into body parts. All these process takes time. We think we put our food inside and our responsibility is over. No, there is so much more to take care of. Like, why am I saying all this? These are all factors which will improve productivity of not only children, maintain your health. If you are not healthy, you should not have children. If you are not healthy, you will not be able to take care of children. All these factors are there. Some people restrict with one child, and that if that one child does not listen to you and is not behaving well, and you don't have any choice. If you have two children, and at least there is some better child. But in good old days, we had 5 or 6 children every family used to have. And in that, among those 5 children, one child was a good singer, another child was very good in mathematics, another child was good in dancing, another child was good in agriculture, things like that, growing vegetables. Each one had a different passion and different skills. And with that, they grew very well. And they had all kinds of requirements in life that was fulfilled by a different child. So there are so many factors which help them maintain good health and support from children. Nowadays, children don't live with parents. They don't let parents live there. Old age homes are increasing, and some children go abroad and send some money periodically for the old age home, and they had to live there without grandchildren, without association with any of their children. That's the stage we have come to. Now, when we think about having children, it is at the same time very important to have grandparents. If the grandparents are there, you will get very good help during pregnancy, after pregnancy, for bringing up the child. For every little thing, there will be help. And the child will also look forward to meeting the grandparents. That's a great joy for children. Each one of you remember, if you have met your grandfather, grandmother, and you had a good time, they love you. All these things are important for us to bear in our mind to have productivity. If you have narrow mind, the results will also be narrow. And then when you adopt healthy lifestyle, your mind will also be welcoming all kinds of things. Challenges you will be ready to face. In the healthy lifestyle, as, as I said, the order of priority is that you must observe periodic fast. Whether you are wanting to have children or not, whether you are newly married or married for many years, doesn't matter. Periodic fasting will improve productivity of children and your own capacity to bear children. That's very important. Men also should fast once in a week at least. Choose any day, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, whichever you want. And on that day, don't eat food until 4 p.m. at least. That's called a half day fast. If you do the half day fast and break the fast with tender coconut water or one kind of fruits, and then wait for 2 hours to have your cooked meal as dinner. So one day, if you do this, there will be a lot of cleaning done in your body. And that will keep up your health. And that's the first step. Next thing is adopt some exercises in your life. Oh, I'm too old to do exercise. There is no such thing. There is something that you can do. Do a little bit walking or running, or at least jogging in one place. Some things we can do. If you are young, you can definitely go for a run. 15 minutes of running and coming back and lying down in a hard floor and relaxing all your nerves for another 15 minutes. This is very, very important in life. How does it help in improving productivity? When the blood circulation is better, the hormones are going to be better. And if the hormones are better, and with proper education and having good relationship with husband and wife, you will have satisfaction. There are so many ways you can satisfy each other. It doesn't have to be sex all the time. But if you plan your sex on dates where there is productivity possible, with both of you agreeing together to have children, there are days where the woman will be receptive to productivity. There are days when it's not going to be so. So you can plan all that and then have relationship on the selected days. And before that, develop a healthy habit, fasting once in a week and then doing pranayama. This pranayama has got a magical effect on sex also. You can continue the orgasm for longer duration if you practice pranayama. And then pranayama also helps in improving the quality of your blood and the quality of the semen, quality of the receptivity of the mother. Everything improves with pranayama. We don't have to detail all that, but this is one sentence is enough. If you do pranayama, then your overall health will become better. Let us examine one session of pranayama. When you breathe in air and the lungs are filled with air. And before we start pranayama, we should first breathe out through the mouth and make the lungs empty, hold the breath for some time, then start breathing in through one side of the nostril. And when you breathe in through one side of the nostril, both lungs get filled with fresh air. And then you close the nostril, hold the air-filled lungs for some time. During this time, interchange of gases take place. Blood cells will throw out all the toxic air into the lungs and absorb only oxygen. The air is mixed with oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, all kinds of things. But carbon dioxide, which is thrown out from the blood cells, and it has the intelligence to absorb only oxygen. Now, after having absorbed oxygen, each blood cells become red. These red blood cells, go to the heart and supply the oxygenated red blood cells to the entire body. This process will improve fertility in the women and capacity to produce more children in the men. Both should practice pranayama. And the most important part is to breathe out and hold the breath. That is the most important part. What happens at that time? When you breathe out, lungs both become empty, not totally empty, but most of the air has gone out. So during that time, magic takes place. What is the magic that takes place? because 2 rooms in the house, like the body, is empty, air from different parts of the body will try to rush towards the lungs. Because if in a house, there is one room where you take out all the air from other rooms will rush to that room. That's the nature of air, to distribute evenly all over the house. In this house where we live, if you remove the air from the lungs, there are so many places where air is catching hold of certain nerves and flesh and producing pain. Yeah, pain in the back, pain in the neck, pain in the head. So many kinds of pains will be there because accumulation of gases and non-circulation of blood cells. Can you understand the depth into this, whatever I am saying? Those congestions will be relieved and the blood cells will, will be relieved of the gas accumulation, and the gas accumulation will rush towards the lungs. All the pains in the body have gone and the circulation is improved and overall health is becoming better. Now, when you're going towards lungs, lung walls are closed. You are breathed out and holding the breath. Rechaka and Bahya Kumbhaka. That's the secret of life, understand that. Rechaka and Bahya Kumbhaka improves the productivity, improves the productivity of man. You didn't know that. These are secrets given in the Vedic scriptures. The man potency will much improve, much but more than before. You do this practice of breathing out and holding the breath. And after some time, when you can't hold it anymore, then breathe in. Now the capacity of breathing in will be also more than before. By constantly practicing this, lungs will expand more than before. It can hold more air than before. Then the purification of blood will be done better than before. Then your overall health will become better than before. See how many things change in your life. And that is why it is necessary to practice every little thing which I am telling you very sincerely. And you will see your liking to eat healthy foods will improve. You will be able to wait for real hunger to come. Eat without hunger, then you will become sick soon. You have to eat only when you are really hungry. Oh, I am really hungry. So some relatives, some friends came and brought a sweet box because we did not go to their wedding. Their wedding was out of town. She specially wanted to give this box to my wife. She spoke for some time and went away. And my grandson came running. He says, I'm hungry. My wife said, okay, I'll take a cucumber and cut. No, 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 not that hungry. I'm hungry about that. Sweets hungry. See, that's not real hunger. So most of us keep on eating and munching whenever we are not hungry. You should eat only when you are really hungry. So there are so many rules of health. Each one matters very much in the number of problems that we are going to ask questions about, we are going to deal about. Whatever I am telling you is all very, very important. How to eat healthy food. I eat healthy, so many people say. Okay, when you eat your healthy food, when do you eat raw vegetables? Raw vegetables I don't eat. I will put some onions and tomatoes along with my cooked food, put some lemon in that and salt, pepper, and I eat it. That's raw. That is not eating raw vegetables. Raw vegetables give you very good blood cells. Productivity of children becomes better and more useful. Your stamina will also become better. And raw vegetables are essential part of your life. 80% of your body fluids have to be alkaline, but 90% of our food is acidic. We don't even eat any vegetables. Somehow the body is able to derive materials for alkalinity and keep maintaining our health to a great extent. But after some time, it can't keep on doing it. When we don't supply alkaline food to the body, it will one day strike. We will not be able to manage. And just like the food, sipping water. Water should not be gulped in a large measure. We don't need water in the stomach. We need it only in the larynx, in the neck. Very little water is enough. And that also not very cold water, not very hot water. Take a sip, hold it in the mouth, and then swallow. 2 or 3 drops is quite enough to quench your thirst. We are drinking water only to quench your thirst. How does it relate to whatever subject we are talking about? Oh my God. Everything is about health. Your body is obese. You have too much water in your body, or your body is too thin and you can't hold your own weight. You are so weak. Whatever you are eating is going away without absorbing nutrition in your body. All these are important factors which we don't consider. When we practice this way, eating only when you are hungry, drinking water in small sips, occasionally doing some deep breathing, doing some physical exercise like running and relaxing after that, all these factors improve overall health. As I said, vegetables, raw vegetables is a very important food to improve productivity. Did you know that? Of course, there are so many instances I can keep on talking about, but I don't want to make you wait to ask their questions. But few more things are important here. Eat only when you are hungry. Don't eat because it's lunchtime, breakfast time, dinner time. Not when the clock strikes the time, when the body clock, the hunger tells you you are hungry, only then you should eat. If you do that, most of the problems are gone because the digestive organs are ready to digest the food. Without hunger, when you eat, body is not ready. And then you are not digesting your food, the blood cells will not be formed well. So everything matters. And then, most important thing, the husband and wife relationship. How do we maintain good, loving relationship between husband and wife? That's a totally different topic. It needs a whole day or another whole hour to explain that. To begin with, sit with your husband, sit with your wife, and talk it out. That we should respect each other, we should love each other, we should do things together lovingly. All those things we have to decide, discuss, and come to a decision together. And that will make a big difference in your productivity. No matter how your wife looks, no matter how your husband looks, it is not the looks, it is a heart which is tied to each other. Respect that person as a person. There are so many stories to cite. There was a man who was in love with a very obese lady. For him, for his eyes, she was looking like an Aishwarya Rai, a very beautiful woman. That's all it matters. It is how you respect and love your wife or husband that makes the difference. He is my partner, life partner. I love him very much. Nowadays, the meaning of those words have become useless. People are marrying, leaving the wedding, marrying somebody else. Even in India, it has become common. So I don't want to talk too much about this, but specific reasons for infertility. is lack of health. Fertile husband or wife, whichever it is, the problems do not come as a problem of a particular part of the body. It's not the problem of a particular part of the body. Don't deal with diagnosis of a disease. Don't deal with curing a certain disease. Look at the whole thing as problem of overall health. If you do that, success is yours. If you don't do that, you will keep on spending money and prolonging time. You will never get a solution. Now you can all get ready for a question hour. I will take just a half a minute break.
Hello. So far we have been listening to great words of wisdom from Guruji, and we'll take up your question answers as well. We'll do few questions from our side, or then we will take yours. If you are interested in asking a question to him directly, please raise your virtual hand so that we know whom to call. And also in the chat window, please let us know what is your topic about. So accordingly, we will invite you to unmute yourself and ask the questions. So just raise your virtual hand and also leave a message in the chat window so that we know that you are ready with a video on, and we can invite you for the question. So you should write your question in the chat window, raise your hand, and be visible so it's easy for us to spotlight you. Guruji, we can't see your face yet. He's back. Okay. Awesome. So, Guruji, we will first take up the question answers that has come through the forms.
Okay.
Not many, considering the time that we have. And we would also ask few questions from the audience live, all those who are on video and who have written their questions in the comment section. So Vandana ji, please go through the questions that people have asked in the form.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji, for the excellent speech in the beginning with respect to especially for couples and for infertility cases. That was very helpful. Now I move on to the first question. The first question is, with the number of IVF centers growing rapidly, how can one conceive naturally?
The centers are the result of people demanding this and influence medical systems influencing people to seek their help. Non-marital sex relationship is becoming common now, and at a very young age, people indulge in sex, and there are issues in which they introduce in school, teaching sex education to children, teenagers, and giving wrong information to them, and saying that they could have masturbation, things like that, and waste the vital energy from people. So I do not want to indulge too much about things going wrong, but all that I could say here is there are things that we can do even at this stage of our life that can change our healthy lifestyle and make us healthy and capable of producing children. All the problems of sex in organs that can be totally removed by following a healthy lifestyle. And healthy lifestyle, what is healthy lifestyle? We eat without hunger. Eat only when you are hungry. And in order to get hungry, you have to do a lot of exercise. and have rest, adequate rest, ample exercise, adequate rest, positive food. Whatever we eat should not be junk food, fried foods and things like that. Too much sweet, too much fried foods. These spoil our health. Make sure that before we indulge in any other food, we make sure that we eat one meal of raw vegetable salad every day and separate meal of fruits. That also should be done every day. If we do indulge, have these practices, our overall health will become better, and they will not be identifying this problem or that problem. It's a health problem. It's not a problem of certain parts of the body. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that insight, Guruji. We move on to the next question. The next one is how to keep all our nerves strong and hormones balanced during menopause.
Menopause. We come to that stage much earlier than good old days. I know my grandmother, one of my grandfather's younger brother's wife, she delivered her last child when she was 60. When she was 60 years old, that last son was born. He's very healthy, he's living very well. And she died at the age of 93. Those things are good old days they did. Nowadays, the menopause comes in not even 40. People are having menopause. This is only a sign of unhealthy lifestyle. Unhealthy lifestyle includes unhealthy thoughts. So everything has got to be a combination of everything. Some certain person is very, very busy with her business. She's doing successfully. She's following some health rules also, eating salads, having some exercise every day, and most of the things she's doing right. But she's having menopause. She's not even 40. Why does it happen? Because their mental build-up is only towards business, and success in life is becoming rich, all kinds of thoughts. Those are also bad. Life is about helping others. Life is about uh, following certain things. In life, it's not work, work, work. There should be some kind of entertainment. Entertainment should not be in the form of watching movies or something. Entertainment should be something that you can productively make. Sing a song, dance, or do a bhajan, or do something creative, artistic. That should be entertaining. Do some gardening. Regular time spent for doing decorating your house, drawing a picture. So many other things are there. They don't do it. They only focus on making money. I have to go to work. I have to do this. Mechanical life will also make them old too soon. Menopause is what? Becoming old too soon. You're not even old. I told you about my grandmother. She was young even at that time. So that question is answered.
Okay. So, Guruji, that was a beautiful story of your grandmother who could bear children at the age of 60.
Yeah.
These days it has become impossible, and as you said, mechanical life has led to early menopause. Yeah, that's so true. So we have a question, and it says how to take care of cysts and fibroids in women.
Yeah. The fibroid and cyst is accumulation of filth in wrong places because certain parts are not used by people. The cyst forms in those areas. Either you don't have sex or you don't use the sexual parts. There are fissures in the uterus. There are things like that in the breast and all kinds of things because we don't We don't want to have sex. We don't want to do something different. We want to do something different. These are causes for this. But everything can change provided a person adopts a healthy lifestyle mentally and physically. Mentally, what is the healthy lifestyle we are talking about? Having some kind of aim in life to help others. Indulge in finding out what problems people have. How can I solve with my talent? Those things are very important. And if you do that, this problem will not come. It's not a. There are, of course, when a person has already got these fissures, already got the tumors, we can change it and they can come back to healthy lifestyle, and the fissures and tumors, cancers, everything can go. What are the therapies that we do? First and foremost, change their ideas about healthy lifestyle. Positive thoughts should be encouraged. And in a life without any occupation, without any interest in any kind of art or creativity, your life is ruined. If you are just, "Yeah, I'm a housewife, I don't need to have an occupation. My husband earns very well. We have plenty of money." That's not what you are looking for. You must have an occupation, no matter what your comfort level is. Your life is here in this world to help others. What do you do to help others? Why should I help others? Nobody help me. That should not be the attitude. When you have an occupation, then you have creativity and your health becomes much better. Fishes will be gone like this. I told you the story of Mother Jadurani, who had many problems. She was following nature carefully, but she was not developing her own occupation because she thought it's not necessary. When she came to decide about this, within a matter of 1 week, all her problems vanished and she became more successful in her life with an occupation. Each person who have fishes, they should expose that part of the body to sunlight. They should do pranayama. Breathe out and hold the breath. Practice that many times. Breathe in, hold the breath, breathe out, hold the breath. You have to do 5 times like that. 1 unit of pranayama consists of breathing out, holding the breath, breathing in, holding the breath, breathing out, holding the breath. So that you have to continue 5 units and then do the normal breathing with closed eyes. Second set again, you do breathing in, holding the breath, breathe out, hold the breath. Like that, you do 5 more times. Again, you go to a meditation, observing your normal breath. The normal breath becomes subtler and subtler, comes to a stage where you don't see any normal breath at all. Am I dead? No, you are fully alive and not breathing. Not breathing and not thinking about anything. That's a wonderful samadhi that you've got without having to go to Vipassana camps and that camp, this camp. Nothing. Everything you can do with your own efforts. Why is it necessary? How is it going to help us removing fishes from uterus or uh, bulky growth in the breast or anything? It is going to change because overall health will be good, better healthy habits will be adopted. You are going to eat healthy foods and your activity will be more, creativity will be more, and purpose of life is served and body will work wonderful. I have not seen in one case or two, thousands of cases with the same approach, they became better. A certain lady who had complaints about her husband, she was spending half an hour talking bad about her husband. I asked her to write everything on a paper and he recorded it and asked her to write down. She wrote down everything. We crumbled it, burnt it, buried it in a pit, and we said, now you have no complaints. Now you start telling me all the good things about your husband. What? Good things about my husband? Let me think. Come on, he has so many good qualities. When she started that, she started crying. Oh yes, he did that. So many good qualities of her husband came out. How did it help in her curing her fissures or tumors? It helped miraculously. When she poured out her anger and poured out her appreciation, both when she burnt the paper of anger and she uh, gave birth to the new thoughts, everything changed. She became calm and quiet, and she went home and next week came with her husband. All her problems gone. No more fissure. Within 10 days. Miracle.
Thank you, Guruji. We have last two questions. One is about the menopause again. Somebody is facing heavy bleeding due to menopause, and also people have faced problem in their voice. Their voice has changed, so they are not able to speak properly. So what can be done in such scenarios for heavy bleeding and change in voice due to menopause?
The heavy bleeding comes because we are producing bad blood. Bad blood we are producing because we are eating too much of acid food. Acid food we are eating because we are not eating any raw vegetable salad. When you have the habit of eating raw vegetable salad, and you will be increasing alkalinity in the body, and you are not doing pranayama, do breathing in, holding the breath, breathing out, holding the breath, that will improve the circulation of blood, quality of the blood, and the problems will vanish without you are noticing it. When did it go away? Oh my God, it is gone. But you have to have a purpose of life. Every one of us, oh, I'm a housewife. I don't need any business. I don't need any occupation. That's not the way to think. Every one of us, no matter what you are, you need a business, you need a occupation. Why should I need an occupation? I don't want to earn money. Not for earning money, but to serve people, to help people. That's very important. Each one of us has taken birth in this world to serve and help others. If you don't believe that, try it and you will see successful results. You will be happy with your life. You'll be happy that you are born in this world.
Great advice there, Guruji, about living our creative occupation, irrespective of where we are in our life, and living our Swadharma. And Guruji, this is the last question. Somebody has asked that I'm a 40-year-old mother to a 28 months old child. My menstrual cycles have not returned yet. Is it natural or is it an indication of something wrong in the system? I try to follow a clean diet, but due to severe anxiety and other emotional upheavals, I indulge in late night binging. This has been a new thing since last year. What can be done about it?
It's a great thing that she recognized her problems. When you recognize the problem, write it down and make a first step that today I am not going to do this. And instead, have an earlier session of exercise in the evening. Plenty of exercise, running or playing tennis or badminton or something vigorous activity. Don't play tennis like one of my patients. He had his assistant to run around and he stood in the center and waiting for the ball to come to him. Whenever the ball goes to the other end, he'll ask his assistant, go run. That's not the exercise. When you want to play involving yourself, running around, and lot of exercise. When you do plenty of exercise, adequate rest is also important. Come back and relax on the floor, lie down, and relax your nerves. If you do both of this, you will have resolution to eat positive food. This resolution comes because of physical weakness. Physical weakness leads to mental weakness. Mental strength will come with physical strength, and you will follow a healthy lifestyle. When you follow a healthy lifestyle and have an occupation to help others. At least one day in a week, spend 1 or 2 hours teaching something to children, poor children, or any other children, something skill that you have. You will find within a week that you are loving your life. And that will be productive for so many other problems that we face. Thank you.
So true. So true, Guruji. Like once you start living the life that you love, everything else falls in place. So that's such a golden nugget from such a young, wise man in front of you, ladies. And we will now open the hall, the room for taking live questions. All
Yeah.
those who are live on video, you have raised your hand. I will invite you so that it's easier for us to spotlight. So let's take up Anchal first. Yes, Anchal ji, what's your question?
Guruji Pranam. Guruji, can we bring a 35-year-old dialysis patient to the camp? Dialysis is happening every alternate days.
Well, to the Kolkata camp, you mean? We are having a camp in Kolkata.
Yeah, to the upcoming camp. Because
Yeah, dialysis, if you have already started, we
so
would not.
can we bring her?
We don't usually take such patients because you've already started dialysis. And when you do nature cure, and if something goes wrong, you are not going to blame this dialysis process, you're going to blame us. We don't want to take problems into our hands. But we can give advice as to what to do. To stop dialysis, you have to improve kidney health. In order to improve kidney health, you have to do 3 things. One is pranayama, better breathing. Another is to have plenty of banana pith juice, mostly every day. Banana pith, you understand what it is? The center core of banana tree is used as vegetable in many places. If you can get it from the market, buy a 4-inch piece and cut it into pieces, put it in the blender with 1.5 glass water, filter it, and sip it slowly every day. Kidney will become better, and unless you stop dialysis, you can never get cured. You will have to keep on going. And if you decide to stop it, follow these things. Do pranayama, do sunbathing, do fasting once in a day, once in a week, and follow this. Banana pith juice in the morning, raw vegetable salad for 10 o'clock, one fruit diet in the evening, and have cooked meal with plenty of vegetables without adding any turmeric, without adding any asafoetida and things like that. Just boil the vegetables, add some coconuts in after you cook, add some salt, that's it. You don't need anything else for taste. You can have grind up green chili, curry leaves, and coconut gratings with the water of vegetable boiled. You grind it in a blender and put it back in the vegetable. That will be very tasty. This habit, if you follow, you will not need dialysis. Kidney will come back to its position. When you come to a camp, that's what we do. We ask the patient to lie down in sunlight with the head in the shade, and that improves the function of the kidney. And also turn this side, turn that side, expose all the parts of your body. And then do pranayama, do deep breathing. Breathe out, hold the breath, breathe in, hold the breath, like that. This process you can learn from Meenalji and they will all teach you how to do that and follow it in your home. Thank you. Any other?
Maji. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't have anything to ask. I was going to ask this dialysis question because one patient wanted to come for this Kolkata camp. So this the other lady asked the same question. I mean, she actually asked my question. So I don't have
Yeah,
anything to ask,
thank you,
right?
guys. Yeah. Yes, Ramya ji. Thank you, Seema ji.
Yeah.
Yes, Ramya ji.
Yeah, I have endometriosis for past around 9 years. Is there any way that I can cure the endometriosis permanently? Because every periods I used to get pain, and after 3 days I will be fine. My bleeding also is very less when compared to the previous years. I had endometriosis surgery before 7 years, and after that I had my son, and the problem was not coming. And after a few years again, I started to get pain during periods. So is there any way that uh, if I do something, it will get cured permanently?
Definitely. All that I am saying is, don't look at it as a cure for endometriosis. Look at it as a process of improving health. Overall health, if you improve, all these symptoms will vanish and you will wonder, how did it go? We didn't try to cure that. We are only giving the same prescription to every person. Ample exercise, adequate rest, positive food, positive thoughts, and an occupation to help others with your skill and passion combined. These are all the health guidelines. And if you follow that, you will forget when did it go. All the problems have gone because you will be so engrossed in your occupation.
Hmm.
It is true. I'm not just overbuilding it.
Okay, Guruji.
Coming to a camp will help you definitely.
Sure, Guruji.
You learn the whole thing.
Okay. And one more question, Guruji. My husband is having that salivary gland issue. Is there something, he is having small stones in the salivary glands. So is there something which will help him ease out?
Yes, definitely it will help. Like the banana pit juice I was suggesting to somebody. Same
Yeah,
thing
okay.
helps in also him also. He doesn't have enough alkalinity in his body.
Okay, Guruji.
So he's allowing the stones to form in the salivary gland. If he
Okay.
has enough alkalinity, by taking this
Hmm.
banana pit juice every day,
Hmm.
then the stone will be ground up to pieces and it will get eliminated.
Okay, Guruji. So I will try giving him juice daily. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Ramya ji. You may join the next camp. Where are you based?
Chennai.
Chennai. Okay. So
Come to Kolkata.
you can go to Kolkata. Yeah.
Sure, Guruji.
Happening in Kolkata. Thank you. Yes,
Thank you.
take up Parulji now. Parulji, you may unmute yourself.
Namaste, Guruji. Sir, I have first is my 1.5-year-old daughter having rashes in her leg और stomach में भी काफी हो रहा है started लेकिन काफी ऊपर तक आ गया है. So what could be a reason? Because I'm not giving her any dairy product or anything very कोई oily ऐसा चीज नहीं दे रही हूँ. I'm just giving her fruits and she is on my breast milk only. So what should I do for her?
You should take alkaline foods yourself and give her juices of cucumbers mixed with in a bottle. You can feed her or just directly in the tumbler. Let her take
Okay.
cucumber juice every day. Expose her to
Okay.
sunlight. Soon after sunlight, keeping the head in the shade, body in the sun, front and back, and then wipe the body clean with a wet cloth, and then wrap it up with apply a herbal paste like a paste of cucumber, what do you call it? Coriander leaves. You make a paste of it and apply on the rashes, and within 3 days it will be gone. How did it go?
Thank you so much, Guruji. My another question is that Can he mix vegetables with fruits? Like if we want to make smoothie, like अगर मुझे green smoothie बनाना है तो palak with banana, can I make it smoothie and can have it in the morning breakfast, or I have to eat separately?
You can make anything that you want, but you will not benefit from it. You have to benefit from whatever you take. If you take an alkaline juice, if you put some acid in that, you are missing the value. Okay, if you like it, do it, and don't get the benefit of it. Oh, I like it that way. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Arun.
much,
Now we will
Guruji.
take
Thank
up
you for the
Vandana
beautiful
Sharma
session.
ji. Vandana Sharma ji. Yeah, so we have two Vandanas on screen now. Yes.
Yes. Namaste, Guruji. My question is for my granddaughter. She's 2.5 years old. And so the doctor says she's underweight. She's about 11.7. And he says start giving her egg, which my daughter doesn't want to do. So I think I'd also asked this question and I had filled up the form also, but the question wasn't taken up. So I thought, let me ask.
He doesn't have to take eggs.
So how does she increase her weight? He says she's low on protein and she got a big scolding from the doctor.
Yeah. Protein can be, the strongest animals are herbivorous. The elephant, rhinoceros, deer. The deer runs, 60 miles an hour. A tiger also runs 60 miles an hour. But if the gap is more than 25 feet, the tiger can never catch it because the deer keeps running 60 miles an hour for many miles. And the tiger gets tired after running half a mile or 1 mile. Tiger get exhausted, but the deer keeps running. Doesn't take eggs, doesn't take any meat, only takes herbs. The baby can be lean, but the baby can be strong. And let him wait. Let the weight not be put now. Let him be active. If you give the vegetarian food, the baby will be very active. In the milk, whatever she takes, vegan milk or whatever she takes, add grass juice, Bermuda grass juice, durva grass. उसका जूस थोड़ा डाल देना, ज़्यादा नहीं, few drops. The quality of the milk will be better and he will grow better. And let him...
Guruji, she doesn't take milk. She's still on her mother's milk when she has to sleep.
Let the mother take grass juice.
Okay.
It'll go to the milk. My wife had same problem when she had the first baby. The first son was born in the 7th month. He was too small, and she didn't get her milk yet. And she started taking grass juice. Milk started, and the baby became very active, but lean and thin, but very active. He would climb the table, climb everything, very active. But I didn't care. But everybody said, oh, he's very thin, very thin. What are you going to do, glaxo baby? And inactive, like that. Let people say whatever they think. They don't know what's health. Health is being active. If the baby doesn't have any problem, is lean and thin, doesn't matter.
It's important that baby is healthy.
Yes, health is not measured by weight.
Yeah, that's a good one. Health is not measured by weight, and it is applicable for every age group. Hello, Jill. Another great follow-up for us. Yes, Jill.
Namaste, Guruji. I have been following to a larger extent that is being preached here. But I just wanted to know, is the grass juice hot in potency? Is it advisable to have in summer or no? It was somewhere I just ended up hearing recently. I've been taking it and I've not found any problem in my body as such. No heat, no problem. But somewhere I just heard, so I wanted to know what it really means.
World has so many things. Even good people were blamed for doing things which they didn't do. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, छोड़ो बेकार की बातों में, आगे नहीं बोलना.
No, no, fair enough. So it was just there in my head, so I just thought of asking since I just heard
all,
recently.
all kinds of things without studying, without learning anything. What do they know? अच्छा, हम तो लेते हैं, हम तो अच्छे हैं.
Awesome. Thank you, Jilji. Hope that satisfies you
Yeah,
for
yeah. Thank you
having
so
this
much.
really. Yep,
Thank you.
Yes. So next question is by Rashni ji.
Namaste, Guruji. I've been following Nature Cure since last 2-3 months now, and I want to know about the cure of vitiligo. Like I started having vitiligo when I was like 12 to 13 years ago, 12 to 13 years. But then, it has stopped since last 10 years. It's not spreading now. So, like, can I like cure it? Like, can I reverse it now?
Completely. You can get rid of it completely. You have to come for 1 week to the camp, and you will already see some difference, and you continue the camp life in your daily life. We are not able to strictly follow in our house because of so many interferences, occupations, other engagements, and it doesn't allow us to follow everything strictly. And if you take it up on yourself, following it up strictly for 1 month, you'll see, where did it go? Was it here or was it there? Gone.
I'm following everything strictly when it comes to diet, because I've also taken a certification course recently, and I'm practicing nature cure, reading a lot of books about it. So I'm from Kolkata only, but the thing is, I'm traveling when you are coming here. So I also had a word with Jagdish ji yesterday. So is there any like maybe I'll come to Nashik or Bangalore next time when you're having a camp there?
Delhi. I am going to Delhi next after Kolkata.
Delhi and Nashik. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
Delhi is too soon. Maybe Nashik I'll come because I'll be traveling. So just after that,
Okay.
Delhi is happening.
Whatever works for you, Rajni ji, do join. It would have been great if you joined Kolkata because it's again in your hometown. But look forward
Yeah.
to see you in the
I'm
camp.
coming back on 19th. Yeah, I'm coming back on 19th from like my trip. So the camp is ending on 21st, I guess.
Yeah, so that doesn't work. You have to join the whole camp, and that's how you get the magic of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Delhi to aa jao.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there are a few
Delhi nahi to
upcoming.
Nashik pakka I'll come.
Delhi chalo.
So
Right.
there are a few upcoming camps for all those who are on this Zoom meeting. I will be sharing my screen shortly to show you the list of upcoming camps. You may click a picture of this. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
So we have the next upcoming camps in Kolkata, Delhi, Nashik, and a camp on natural birthing. The venue is to be decided. So you may click a picture of this upcoming camps, and you can contact the right person for whichever city or date you want to join.
Okay. Guruji, I wanted to ask, what is the cause of vitiligo?
In our natural health science, cause of all problems is one. All diseases are one. All cause for all disease is one. We don't say this is protein deficiency, this is that deficiency. There's no such thing. Even the thoughts can create disease. Thought process. Even disturbance of somebody's comments stays in our heart for so long. A lady came with a boil in her breast, and she was worried if it may be cancer or something. As soon as she came, I asked her about her husband. How long did it? How long were you living alone without your husband? She said, "What does that to do with this my problem?" No, just asking a question. She said 6 months. How long did you have this problem? 6 months. See, if she said it has nothing to do, my question immediately answered. And then I asked her to say something good about her husband. She said she became very angry. She said, I'm talking about my problem and you're talking about something else. I said, I'm sorry if you're getting disturbed, but just if you can, tell me at least 3, 4 things good about him. Then she started crying and she said he was very loving, he was very caring, but one thing that he was uh, praising his parents, or he was indulging with his parents too much or something like that. But the moment she said some good things about him, she started crying. And I said, okay, never mind, but do this. Only one thing I told her into her daily life: early morning, get up, wake up and do running, come back, rest, relax, and then clear your bowels, take a toner, and then write a notes about how to improve your overall life. And if at all you can, forgive your husband totally for whatever it happened. She didn't come for 2 months or 2.5 months. When she came with her husband. She thanked me profusely. She has no more problems and she's living back with her husband. Some anger issues create so many deficiency in the body, some pain, some bulge, some inflammations. These things happen.
Thank you, Guru.
Okay, Guruji, thank you.
Now we are taking one question from Priyaji, and if Dr. Ekta is here, please line her up. And all those who are interested in asking more questions and joining Guruji, following Guruji all over India, then you can join our group bit.ly/Swasthya which I have posted in the chat window. So please check it and join the group if you have not done already. Priyaji will take your questions, and Seemaji has also raised her hand, and we'll do that. And if Dr. Ekta is around, please raise your hand so that we can allow you to ask your questions. Yes, Priyaji, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. Namaste, Guruji. Good evening. So this is Priya here. I would like to know about one thing. I underwent breast cancer treatment 2 years ago. The treatment lasted for 2 years, wherein I had to initially undergo chemo, followed by surgery, and then radiation, and then targeted therapy. Now the plan is to put me on hormonal therapy. But then during this course of time, I learned about natural healing, and so I don't want to continue any allopathic treatment. So what best can I do to avoid any recurrence?
Attend a 1 week camp and you will answer your own questions. What part of it you like and how you can adopt your daily lifestyle according to these, that you have to adjust and try that.
Priyaji, where are you based?
I'm based in Bangalore.
Based in Bangalore. So Bangalore camp is over, but you can look for other dates that Vandana ji has shared and contact the person, and you can join. The next camp is coming up in Kolkata. So thank you. And Seema ji, we would take you next.
Namaste, Guruji. And here the question that I have is there are some women in their late 50s and early 60s. They start, sagging, especially after coming into this kind of a diet. They start losing weight. And so they have their, the facials, since they have lost weight, 5, 10 kgs, 20 kgs they lose, and they start having these areas that start sagging, and they get very concerned because they suddenly start looking very old. So how can we deal with this issue, and how can they continue to look young after losing this kind of a weight also? This is my question.
The way they lost their weight has not been good. if they followed the healthy rules for losing weight, then sagging will not be there at all. There were so many women who followed natural health style, lost weight, but their chin was not sagging. Overall, there was a boy who was 9-year-old, looking like a big man with bloated body, face also big, everything. He followed 21 days treatment, 9 tonas a day, sun bath, spinal bath, drinking only coconut water. And on the 21st day, he eliminated a long worm and it came out. And after that, we thought he'll become better. No, then 24th day, many small, every day his motion was only water. First 5 days he had plenty of motion, but after that only water was coming. But still we continued with tonas, and on the 24th day, small globules came with many worms in it. Who knew there are so many worms in our body? But when after that 24th day, by the 30th day, all his extra weight has gone and he's running like a deer, perfect figure, no wrinkles, nothing at all, beautiful body. It happens not in one case or two cases. So many people lose weight through natural health science and they get a beautiful body. They become Miss Beauty of Miss India.
So you, Guruji, you mean even when the person is 50, 60, 70, 65, 70 years old, even in that case?
She is already beautiful, but when she comes to the camp, I bet she will become the beauty queen.
Okay, Guruji, thank you so much.
Okay, we will go for Dr. Ekta next. Dr. Ekta, you can please ask your question.
Hello, Namaste Guruji.
Namaste.
Guruji, actually, I did my MBBS. Actually, my dad wanted me to be a doctor, and now I took pediatric as a residency this year only. But Guruji, like somewhere I feel like this is not what I'm meant for. After listening to you, like mind, my mind and heart also can't accept this key. I won't be able to continue it. So Guruji, I just wanted to ask whether I'm doing it right after taking residency as a government college seat. So
Why
and
don't,
that
why don't you complete it and then come to Nature Cure? Because
Guruji,
Dr. Subhashri with us, who did her MBBS and then she was doing something else, some other research. And then she came and joined the Nature Cure group and she is doing very well.
So Dr. Shubhashri, for those who don't know, has done MD from AIMS, and she did general physician course from there. And afterwards, she couldn't find the answer that she was seeking, and she joined Nature Cure. So that's what Guruji is trying to say here. So Dr. Ekta, if you want to finish, you may finish that and then join Nature Cure. That's what the advice that Guruji is giving.
It will be good to come to one of the camps, Kolkata camp preferably, and you will get a better idea of the whole thing.
yes,
Yeah.
Guruji, I'm trying for the Delhi camp actually.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Welcome.
Dr. Ekta.
Okay, Renu has also raised her hand. Renu, you can please ask your question.
Namaste, Guruji. Guruji, I have two questions. One is how to increase your B12 and D3 levels.
Okay. You don't do anything specific for that. Take sunbath every day. Lie down in the sunlight with your head in the shade. Don't heat your body. Turn this way, turn that way. And when the entire body is exposed to sunlight sufficiently, come down and have a spinal bath where you cool your spinal column and then take a full shower. Take toners every day, morning and evening, for 15 days. And then you will see your problems. Take only coconut water for 1 week. You go and check up, and your everything has B12, everything has come back. The doctor will say, "Oh, did you eat meat?" "No, you didn't eat meat." "What did you do?" "No, I won't tell you." Coconut water. अरे सब कुछ है उसमें. Whatever you want, any vitamins you want, comes from sunlight combined with coconut water. B12 is back. Not one or two. So many women have already tried.
Yeah.
And
So-
Guruji, I want to ask regarding kidney stone, how to get it disintegrated.
You don't try for that, but have in your diet the banana pit juice every morning. More, if you want to take it 2 times, it will be even better. And make your pranayama practice better, and the kidney will start removing it.
So it is the banana stem you're saying.
Yeah, it's the strongest alkaline material which will break the stones into pieces.
Yes, the banana stem, that's what he's referring to as banana pit. Yeah. That's
And
what
Guruji, my mom is diabetic and has high blood sugar. So what steps we should take for that?
Nothing specific, only that she can have one fruit meal, one meal of raw vegetable salad, sunbath every day, tonas to make sure that elimination is improved, and do pranayama. This is the only outline, but she will do very well when she comes and joins a camp. Within the camp, she will not be using any of the medicine, diabetic medicine, and she will see, oh my God, I'm already doing much better without medicine. I can continue this for the rest of my life.
in
Sure,
our
Guruji.
camp,
Thank you.
Renuji,
Thank
two
you,
people had
Renuji.
come
Sorry?
with insulin. In our previous camp, 2 people had come who were taking insulin and they could manage without insulin during the course of our camp itself. So she may want to join some camp. Where are you based?
I'm from Pune.
From Pune. Okay. So there is the next camp is in Kolkata. You can check the dates and whatever works for you, you can do that.
There is one camp you said near Pune also.
Right.
Nasik.
That would be happening. Yes. So
Nasik.
yeah, Nasik
Nasik.
there, and there is one.
One in Pune. What is that birthing camp you have written? I did
Yeah.
not understand it.
Let's focus on improving childbirth or all such problems.
Okay, okay.
In Nasik, we'll have a general camp where everything is addressed.
Right.
Fine.
Anybody
Thank you
else
so
have a
much.
question?
So there is one question which has been asked by a participant. Please suggest natural ways to deal with excessive bleeding during premenopause. Allopathy doctor suggested hormonal medicines.
Our hormonal medicine is coconut water. It changes all the hormonal deficiencies. If she goes on coconut water for just 1 week, the whole situation she is conquered. Of course, associated with so many other things, but main attraction is coconut water. She can do it.
Priya ji has asked when is the next camp in Bangalore. Priya ji, next camp in Bangalore is not planned. Guruji lives in US and he'll be going back. So you may want to join any other camp which is available in India, whatever works for you. Anybody else has any other questions? Otherwise, we'll just.
There is a question by Ramya. She
Okay.
says, will we get vitamin D if we have full dress, or should parts of the skin be exposed directly to the sun?
Vitamin D is only one thing that you know about sunlight, but sunlight gives you so many other things.
So she asks.
Peter, I'm in a meeting.
So she asks whether having sun bath with the dress on is more helpful, or exposing directly to the skin? Exposing sun directly to the skin is more helpful.
Yes. But if she doesn't have the privacy, she can do it within her room. Sunlight coming through the window is also useful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you want to ask him more questions or get your queries solved. Please join our group Swast Sampada series, bit.ly/Swast SS. I have written the link in the group. Please follow that. And one question has come, Guruji, is how to eat raw vegetables meal when one has tooth issues, maybe in old age or something like that. What would you advise?
If you can grind it up fine.
Okay.
And then chew it without your teeth also, you can eat it. Keep it in the mouth, revolve it for some time and then swallow. Once you have ground it fine, then you can do it.
Okay. So that I hope that answers your question, Priyaji. And with that, we will wrap up today's session. I'm sure we will never have the never-ending stock of questions here. So please join the next camp. The next camp is happening in Kolkata. And then we have Delhi dates out. We have the Nasik dates out. Please join those camps and change your life in 1 week. At least you're moving in the right direction under the right wisdom and knowledge. So thank you so much. Each one.
Sahanau bhunaktu सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Guruji, for this beautiful session today. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Good night.
Good night.